What's going on, guys? It's the Saints Hub back with another video, and for once, I am not filming at 3 a.m. Today we're going to be talking about a player that, in my opinion, should be very high on the New Orleans Saints draft board. I would draft him if I was the New Orleans Saints GM. I feel like he brings a lot to the table and could really help our future and actually make our future very bright. Sorry for the clickbait title. Got to draw the viewers in. But that player is none other than quarterback Jalen Hurts. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, oh, here we go. He gets started on Jalen Hurts again. Well, I'm finally making the video on why I believe that Jalen Hurts is a great prospect and could be the quarterback of the future for the New Orleans Saints. Now, let's start off with Jalen Hurts' stats for his senior year at Oklahoma. Jalen had 3,851 yards, which is more yards than Trevor Lawrence, who could be the number 1 overall pick next year, Justin Herbert, who is probably going top 10, Jordan Love, who for some reason people have us taking and apparently is better, Jake Fromm, Jacob Eason, and Justin Fields, who also could be top 10 next year. He had 32 passing touchdowns, which ranks 11 this year, tied with Justin Herbert, and more than Fromm, Love, and Eason. And he only had 8 interceptions, which is less than Jordan Love, and tied with Trevor Lawrence. Now, if you go to if you type in ESPN and look up his stats or any of the players' stats, the rankings are all wrong. Like when I checked Joe Burrow, it said he was 150 plus in passing touchdowns, when that's just completely wrong. So it'll show you the wrong rankings. You have to go on CBS Sports and look at the rankings. I just wanted to preface that first, so if you go to check myself. But Jalen Hurts, 3,851 yards, 32 passing touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a solid stat line to me that I really like and could feel confident in drafting. Hurts was also named a finalist for the Heisman Trophy, Maxwell Award, and Davey O'Brien Award after ranking second to Heisman winner Joe Burrow, a.k.a. the consensus number 1 overall pick, in passing efficiency by completing a great and phenomenal 69.7% of his passes. We have one of the best completion percentage quarterbacks in the NFL, right? Actually, he does have the best completion percentage of all time for a season. So, that's something we're used to, and I would love to bring another quarterback that completes his passes. Jalen had a phenomenal, in my opinion, a great season at Oklahoma. Now, a lot of other people don't feel that way as well. Now, there was a lot of question what Jalen was going to do with the NFL because he is a phenomenal athlete and can play a lot of different positions in the NFL. And after watching Taysom Hill, a lot of people gained that speculation that he could be like that Taysom Hill type guy, just playing a bunch of different positions. But Jalen quickly was like, nah, I'm a quarterback. And he silenced the haters wrong. I don't know why there are haters when you throw 32 passing touchdowns and only 8 picks and 3,800 yards. But there was haters, and he silenced them and had a phenomenal combine. Easily blew the water out of Jake Fromm, made him look like a bum. It looked very comparable to Justin Herbert and Jordan Love, in my opinion. That part is my opinion. Now, he did have a phenomenal combine. You can look that up by anybody. Anybody says that. Skip Bayless. I know a lot of you people think he's stupid, but he does say some smart things sometimes. A lot of other people thought he had a phenomenal combine. He also showed tremendous athleticism and hops with a 4.59 40-yard dash time, which was absolutely insane for a quarterback, and a 35 vertical jump. This stat really shocked me. A 35 vertical jump for a 6'1 quarterback when Jordan Love had a 35.5 at 6'4". So basically, he's jumping at Jordan Love's height, even though Love is 6'4" and literally could be playing shooting guard, and Jalen Hurts would be a point guard. Just high comparison. Now, why do so many teams sleep on Jalen Hurts? I can't answer that for all, but I have to feel it has to do with the running. Now, the running is a pro for him and a con for him. His speed and pocket ability shows that he has what it takes to be a great dual-threat quarterback in the NFL. However, his running is also his downfall. Jalen runs the ball entirely too much. Now, first, when I heard this, I was like, oh, it's just memes. It's just the Lamar Jackson memes. But then I looked at the games. Oh my God. Against TCU last year, he ran the ball 28 times, and against Baylor, he ran the ball 27 times. Uh, Nothing stands out as much as that, but those are just a few. I mean, no quarterback should be in the NFL can run the ball 28 times. That's just idiotic. That just cannot happen. Now, trust me, I like a dual threat quarterback. I like a quarterback that can run, but I'm not looking for you to run more than like maybe 7 times a game. I don't know. I'm looking for you to, yeah, be a dual threat like Lamar Jackson, but I mean, I know he runs a lot, but in my opinion, I want you to be safe. And I also love that he's willing to put his body on the line for his team. That's something very underrated. I mean, you saw Cam Newton just do that. I love that he's willing to fight for the extra yards and be a team player. Now, he's not bad when he runs the ball. Don't get me wrong. He averages 5.6 yards a carry. But it's just too goddamn much. In total, he had 220, I think it was 23. Let me look. Yeah, 233 times that he ran the ball. That's a quarterback. You should not be running it that much. I don't watch, like I said, I don't watch college football, and I don't know how many games he played, but what the fuck it's literally just you hike it and then you're running. So it is such a problem in the NFL because that won't work in the NFL. You just can't run the ball every 2 seconds. You also just can't. The one other thing that the scouts have a problem with is that he seems to be run first. And I agree. He does sometimes seem to be run first. There's open receivers, and he just doesn't throw to them. He just runs instead. Now, I don't know if that's because he just sees it as a more successful option or just that's what he was taught for some reason. I don't know why. Now, I'm not opposed to him running, like I said, but 233 times is way too many. When you have an arm like Jalen Hurts, and if you don't believe me that the guy can throw the ball, I mean, one, look at the stats. Two, watch the highlight reel. Watch the combine. That man has a cannon, and I feel like he just doesn't use it sometimes. He just lets receivers be open because he runs the ball. I don't know. Part of this has to do with the speculation that he will not be able to read an NFL defense. And I think I think he could have trouble reading defenses, and that's why he just runs it, because he's like, oh, shit, he's got him covered or something. But there are times where his receiver's wide open. But that needs to change if we are going to draft Jalen Hurts. He cannot be running the ball that much. I want him to run the ball, but not 233 times. That's what Alvin Kamara should be running the ball. Sorry. But the thing is, I know I'm saying a lot of negatives right now, but I think all of these can be fixed. Jalen Hurts has the intangibles to be a great quarterback. He's got a great arm. He's got great speed. He's got the dual threat that is a shift in the NFL. He's a great quarterback. In my opinion, I think he's going to be good in the NFL, unless you give him like a shitty offensive line. Then he'll be shit. But sorry, someone just walked in my house. I got confused. Sorry, I'm 7 minutes in. I'm not restarting this, all right? Okay. But Jalen struggles to read defenses sometimes, but I think we can fix that because all we have to do is just work with him. We have a great quarterback coach in Joe Lombardi. We have one of the greatest, if not the greatest, offensive-minded head coaches in NFL history in Sean Payton. We have a world-renowned coaching staff. And that coaching staff will help us develop Jalen and will help Jalen learn to read defenses in the film room and get to be a better quarterback. Now, and why I don't see this as much of a problem is because after reading on Jalen Hurts, he is going to be willing to work with us and work with the coaches. Jalen Hurts is described as a dedicated leader that always is in the film room, always being a leader on the field. And the thing is, he also showed great determination after basically being replaced in his home school after playing for them for basically 2 years. I think it was 2. But he didn't shy away from the challenge originally, but was basic at Alabama, but was basically kind of yeeted off the team and eventually dusted himself off and went to Oklahoma and put up a great season. I think that shows tremendous dedication, and if he's dedicated to being an elite quarterback, he will put his time in the film room with the coaches, and that will help him read NFL defenses. I think the running thing is a problem, but all you have to do is tell him, Jalen, don't run the ball. Throw the ball. You have Michael Thomas. You have Emmanuel Sanders, whatever year he starts. He has assets, and I think with work he can fix some of that. Now, is it all going to be rainbows and sunshines? No, I think his first year in the NFL will be a lot like Lamar Jackson, where people see him running entirely too much. But there was a lot of speculation with Lamar Jackson on how he could be a potential top quarterback in the NFL. But now he just won MVP. And I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is a future MVP. I'm just comparing it to that scenario because there are a lot of similar. There's a lot of speculation on can Jalen do this, and there was a lot of speculation on can Lamar do this, and Lamar is proving the haters wrong, and I think Jalen can prove the haters wrong with his work ethic, determination, and intangibles, and his fucking cannon. Alright guys, that's what I have to say on Jalen Hurts. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Until next time, peace.